What's going on, everybody? I know we literally just got off the live not long ago, but I just wanted to just share this dream with you guys that I had. I can't remember, it may have been 3 or 4 days ago. And I don't know if people have been seeing up on the news about, the tornado that happened in St. Louis. I know one of them happened when I first got back in Illinois. And I think they said that was like an EF3, and they said it was rain wrapped. And so and they caused a lot of damage, and till even to this day, like, the people are not getting any help. They're not getting no type of assistance, like just nothing. And so I'm really praying, for those people who have lost, their homes and different things like that. Really praying, man. You would think they would have something, to give these people, but it's just the world we just truly live in. So I'm just praying for something, something that will come around to help them and give them everything that they need and stuff. But and then not only that, today, it was another tornado, and I think it was kind of close to St. Louis, but it was kind of like up west, probably like north. It was like a north of St. Louis and stuff, and it was actually on the ground. It caused a little bit of damage too, and so usually you don't get we. I don't live in St. Louis, but I live about an hour away from there, so I'm kind of like a good distance from St. Louis. Um, yeah, they usually don't get tornadoes. They usually don't get tornadoes at all. If anything, there'll be like a siren, and it'll be like radar indicated, which means it could look like it started forming, but 9 out of 10 it don't. Like, St. Louis rarely get tornadoes. So now this is the second time that didn't happen. And so into my dream, I want to start out like it was like I remember seeing the arch. I remember seeing the St. Louis arch. That's how I knew it was St. Louis. And it was like I was at the Lambert Airport. That was the weird part. I don't know if I was like at an airport, or it was like some kind of big building. And I just remember, there was like something was coming. Something was coming. It was like people were like, running around and stuff. And I remember it was like they was like pointing like down the road. So I just kept like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go check it out. I was walking for a good amount of time, and I just like somehow my eyes like zoomed like what I was trying to look into, and I remember looking at the sky, and I don't think I was on the. It was like, how the St. Louis Arch right here, and then you got the actual Mississippi River. Uh, I was behind the arch. I was a distance, behind the arch. So I was like in that area, and I remember just looking at the clouds, and the sky was like very dark, but I can see that it was miles wide, like this form of cloud. So I knew it was a really huge tornado, and not only that, the ground was starting to kind of like rumble a little bit because the how big the tornado was, and that's how I knew it had to be like an EF4 or probably EF5. I believe it was pretty much an EF5. It was humongous, and it looked like it was going to take out, like it was coming in a pathway of where the St. Louis Arch is. So I don't know if this is a tornado that's going to take out the arch and really tear down like the actual city part. I don't know. That's what I seen in the dream. And so I knew it was something I knew I should have, prayed into. Like, Lord, is this something that I really, because I know certain things God, He will allow, and sometimes He'll show you things that He's going to allow, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on in different cities and different areas and stuff. And this is a time where He's allowing a lot of shaking to happen. Unfortunately, that's just what it is. So, and I always pray against bad weathers all the time. So. I'm gonna pray more into it to see what God gave me, but I just wanted to get up on here and just kind of give you that dream, because I remember when I seen it, and then the ground started rumbling, and I'm talking about it was miles. I'm talking about miles wide. Like, it was so huge. This tornado was huge. That's all I'm gonna say. And it was literally heading downtown St. Louis. Like, I remember seeing it like with my like in the dream. And I just remember people was running. They were trying to find somewhere to go. They were like, look, we can't just go in a regular house. Like, I don't even think a basement will get us out of this. Like, man, it was pretty bad. And so I've been having a lot of these, dreams of like earthquakes and just different things, a lot of destruction, asteroids coming down. I've had dreams about buildings blown up. Like, I've been having just wow, mama. Wow.
What?
I literally was looking at as I should be doing a video, but I was literally just looking at the screen. I just looked up and it was something big and white just going up like this, and it went up. So I don't know. That's God approved, and what I'm saying, y'all replay that because I'm telling you, it was right up here. It just yeah, that was wild. I don't know, that was the Holy Spirit, but I'm gonna go back and check that out. But wow, that was amazing. Sometimes God he'll show up to saying, hey, you're speaking when I'm telling you to speak. Oh, I just see it again. It just kind of came down, but I don't see none. I don't know. But yeah, that was kind of strange. But yeah, it's something I'm gonna pray about. Just kind of see what the Lord is giving me. Concerning that, is this something that He's going to allow, and He's just showing me, or is this something that I need to pray for? To pray on. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just see what God gives me up on that. But yeah, that was pretty much my dream. I just wanted to get up on here and tell you guys that. Anybody that's living in St. Louis, or if you're living in St. Louis, or just family members, whoever, if they live in the St. Louis area, show them this video, and I pray, if you live in St. Louis and you've been having second, thoughts, you've been having thoughts like moving in or getting out of that area or whatever like that. I believe that's the Holy Spirit. It's the Holy Spirit tell you to get up out of there.
Pray about it.
Yeah, just pray about it and see what He gives you. See what He gives you, because I know one thing about God. If He knows something, He's going to allow it to happen to, like, in a city or just in the area and stuff. He's going to give the people a warning. He's going to let them know, you better get up out of there. I need you to go here. I need you to go there. Go to this, go to another state. He's going to let you know, because He don't want it to overtake you. And sometimes people, they wind up self in destruction because they didn't heed. So I just pray that anybody that's living in St. Louis, or somebody that lived there, share this video to them. Share this video to them. And I pray that it be confirmation. Oh, I believe this is something that the Lord has shown me. But yeah, this tornado was huge, guys. I'm talking about if the ground was rumbling, that should let you know the intensity of that tornado. Like, it was pretty big. And it was coming in the pathway of the arch. Like, it was on its way to take out the arch. And people were running and panicking. So that's all I'm going to say. Just pray about it, as I will too. Share this video with other people. And like I said, y'all be blessed. Until next time, in Jesus Christ's name. Stay in the faith, you guys.